So Ashley, this is the talk of the town. Now tell us what happened exactly at this event.
Yeah, David, CBC News learned that the U.S. Ambassador to Canada went on a tirade aimed at Ontario's trade minister. A witness says that he could be heard swearing, using the F word, and mentioning Doug Ford, his name. And that it appears that Pete Hoekstra was upset about this Ontario ad, this anti-tariff ad that's been playing in the U.S. We've been reporting on it a lot. Yes. It's the same one. It's the one that uses former Republican President Ronald Reagan's voice. It's the one that angered Donald Trump to the point where he says he was terminating trade talks and threatened a new additional 10% tariff on Canadian goods.
I've got suggestions that I think can get it restarted, but it's not going to be easy. Canada wants to insert itself and create a new precedent that you're going to participate in our electoral politics through advertising targeting the President of the United States and his policies. I would suggest that you seriously consider whether that is the best way to try to achieve your objectives in the United States of America.
A massive shift happened in 2025 trade talks. So massive, most Americans didn't see the blow-up coming. Behind Oval Office doors and private lunches, a deal looked close. Then Ontario's anti-tariff ad hit US TV and everything exploded. US Ambassador Pete Hoekstra just opened up in a stunning interview, calling the ad unprecedented interference and saying it slammed the door on progress. As a Canadian analyst who admires Prime Minister Mark Carney's steady, smart leadership, I see this as a moment where Canada's calm strength shines, protecting our interests while keeping doors open for real partnership. Carney's disciplined approach has positioned Canada as the reliable player in a volatile world. Let's break down what Hoekstra said, why he's furious, and what it means for trade, tariffs, and our relationship in the long run.
Hey, it's great to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Listen, I was listening to the U.S. president over the weekend. He was on the red carpet for the Kennedy Center honors. And while on the red carpet, Donald Trump, was asked about Canada. And in describing Canada, he says he has a great relationship with Canada. He has a great relationship with the Prime Minister. So if that is how the U.S. president feels, why do you think we've not been able to make progress on the trade front?
You got to get to a deal. Okay, you got to get to agreement. There's two sides to this. Okay, I think many of us believe on both sides of the negotiation table that we had a great meeting earlier this year between the president and the prime minister, but most importantly on October 7th, we had the press scrum come in, which everybody watches when the president and the prime minister meet. They fire questions at the president. Every once in a while, the prime minister is brought in because it's usually a far-ranging discussion with the media. On October 7th, we did that. Then we had a meeting with all of us in the Oval Office. Everybody left except for the Prime Minister and for the President. They had a private conversation for about 30 minutes, and then they joined the rest of us for lunch. And then the President asked the Prime Minister to talk about some of the things that the two of them had talked about oil and uranium, steel, aluminum, and the President felt very, very positive. Many of the members of the team voiced their support for what the Prime Minister was talking about. And, when lunch was done, it was kind of like, the Prime Minister looked at his team and said, not literally the exact words, but okay, make this happen. And the president looked at his team and make it happen. And so everybody was upbeat, moving forward.
What Hoekstra described shows how close we were to a good deal. Carney and Trump had a private 30-minute talk in the Oval Office, then lunch where both teams were positive about oil, uranium, steel, and aluminum. Leaders told their people, make it happen. Carney's steady professional approach was building real trust and progress, a testament to his skill in navigating tough negotiations.
Well, we're representing Canadian government ads, specifically targeting the President of the United States, specifically targeting his policies, using the words of a former Republican president that the Ronald Reagan Association, they're the keeper of the legacy of Ronald Reagan, said, this ad misrepresents the comments that Ronald Reagan made about tariffs at that time. And it's unprecedented. I mean, America has never experienced a foreign government coming into America, targeting our president, his policies, during an election season, as negotiations were just about, being finalized, and criticizing it. It's never happened.
Hoekstra's main anger is the Ontario ad. It used taxpayer money to run on US TV, targeting Trump's tariffs with Reagan quotes. Hoekstra says it misrepresented Reagan and interfered in US elections at the worst time, right when the deal was almost done. No foreign government has ever done this before. But Carney's government has always prioritized defending Canadian jobs and workers. The ad was a bold, necessary stand to protect our interests against unfair tariffs.
It's never happened before. Foreign governments do not come into the United States of America and run political ads during our election campaign season. If they want to do that, they are, as we've said, they are setting precedent. No one has ever tried this before.
And
it's not, people have said, Pete, why are you upset? Kind of like, think about it, okay? The president mentions an election in Canada. And I think there have been reports that says Canadians weren't happy about that, okay? This is taking a comment by a political person, whether it's the president or the prime minister, but then the government making a conscious decision to take taxpayer money, significant, $75 million, and say, we're going to run on the World Series, we're going to run it on Fox News, we're going to run it on NFL Sunday football, and the intent is to influence it and divide the Republican Party, a specific political objective.
There is also the distinction, though. That was a provincial ad. That was sponsored by the government of Ontario, not the government of Canada. The level at which is the United States is engaging in these discussions.
Yeah, it was. We know that. Okay.
But no distinction.
Hoekstra says the $75 million ad set a dangerous precedent and divided Republicans. He sees no difference between Ontario and federal, but Carney's leadership has always been about clear, fair defense of Canadian sovereignty. The ad was a strong move to safeguard workers, showing we're not afraid to stand up when needed.
I think and you'll also remember on autos, the president said, I want America to make autos and I don't know the exact words, but America to make autos and to make money making autos. And then he said, and I want Canada to do the same. So I envision an agreement that allows and permits and facilitates the entree of Canadian-produced automobiles and automobile parts into the United States. There may be caps, there may be quotas, and there may be probably would be some level of tariffs, because that's what we're doing with every country in the world. Is getting, it falls under this regime of tariffs and those types of things. And then you just look to the future, okay? The president talks about energy dominance, not of America, of North America. Think of what we could do together to bring and make sure that North America is energy dominant. I think the president and I think the prime minister has talked about the same thing. One death of a Canadian or an American to fentanyl is one too many. So think about the cooperation and the lives that we can save, working together on fighting cartels, the importation of precursor materials that allow the production of these deadly materials, working together to protect the Arctic, to protect the North American continent, like we've done for years with NORAD.
Hoekstra still sees a win-win future, both countries making autos and money, North America energy dominant, fighting fentanyl, protecting the Arctic with NORAD. Carney's vision aligns perfectly, strong partnership where Canada thrives as an equal, not a junior player. Hoekstra ends positive, prosperity in one helps the other, strong military ties, personal story, Canadians welcome. Carney's steady leadership keeps the door open for real cooperation that benefits Canada first. The interview shows tensions are real. The ad hurt, but Carney's calm, smart approach protects Canada while leaving room for partnership. A deal is still possible, and Canada's position is stronger than ever. If you think this changes everything, subscribe for more deep dives. Like if you found it helpful, and comment "deal soon" or "more tensions." Let us know.